Up to £18,000 scholarship awards for postgraduate studies in the UK. This scholarship has the easiest application process and can be done in less than 20 minutes, provided your documents are ready. The deadline for this 2024 scholarship for Energy and Natural Resources Law Studies is 7th of April 2024. Hi and welcome to this channel that brings scholarship and financial opportunities your way. We appreciate your contributions to the channel and this helps us bring you opportunities you want to see. As always, let us know in the comments if this opportunity is helpful and if there are other opportunities you'd like to get updates on.
Today's scholarship update is for law graduates. You'll find the website application link in the description. After watching this video, you'll find that you qualify. Go ahead and apply, or please share with your friends and family who you know studied law and qualified for the scholarship. Alright, this scholarship is sponsored by Searil, Seeril, and is awarded to candidates who want to pursue postgraduate studies in, that is, MSc, PhD, or postdoctoral research topics in energy and environmental law. All you need is number 1, documents detailing the results of your previously completed examinations. 2, letter of recommendation from a senior member of your institution, that is, for example, a professor. The next thing you'll be needing is written documents detailing why you require funding, how much you require, and the reasons for selecting your chosen course. The third document you'll be needing is your CV. When you have all of this ready, go ahead with filling the form. So before you go ahead with the application, please read through this page. You'll need to download scholarship outline, or you can simply view it instead of downloading so you do not take up space on your system. So when you're done reading these documents, you find that the 2024 scholarship for Energy and Natural Resources Law Studies is sponsored by Searil, which means Section on Energy, Environment, Natural Resources and Infrastructure Law. Now when you're done reading these documents, you go back to this and you still read the terms and conditions. You have to read these 2 documents thoroughly before you go ahead to complete this application. Like I always recommend that you do terms and conditions. Other websites call it application requirements. So ensure that you've read all of this back to be sure that you're not defaulting in any before you resume the application process. So when you come here, you have to read all of this, what is needed. You can see that you don't even need much. Go ahead and read it so that we flow together. Now, the terms and conditions is the Searil Scholarship for Energy and Natural Resources Law Studies is open to all students, free of charge. Now, what this means is that there is no application fee attached to this scholarship. Students may only submit one application. Employees of the IBA or officers of any IBA entity/committee and family members of IBA employees and officers are excluded from entering. Previous recipients of the Searil Study Scholarship are also excluded from entering. Applications will be assessed primarily on the basis of the following: the extent to which the studies involve energy and natural resource law research, the credentials of the students, illustrated on the basis of previous study results and letters of recommendations, and the need of the student. Number 3 will be explained as you read them. Applicants must complete the online application form before the deadline of midnight British Summer Time on Sunday, 7th April 2024. So the deadline for your application has to be submitted before Sunday, 7th April 2024. In addition to this, you have to upload 4 documents, and these documents comprise of a document detailing the results of a previously completed examinations, which was stated here, illustrated on the basis of previous study result. That's what is explained here. A document detailing the results of a previously completed examinations, meaning your transcript. A letter of recommendation from a senior member of your institution, professor or equivalent. Your written statement detailing why you require funding and the reasons for selecting your chosen course. And of course, your CV. So if you're going for your master's or PhD, you have to attach a CV that shows that, alright, you've already practiced in this field and you're conversant with everything regarding law. Your documents must be named using the following format. Now, this is very important when submitting your CV. You have to submit it in the format that they ask you to. Now, family name, which is your surname and your first name, document content. So if you're submitting your, let's say, letter of recommendation, yeah, so you can say Chikodi, family name, and let's say Chris as your first name. So if your name is Chris Chikodi, you can submit family name first and first name. That's Chikodi Chris recommendation letter. That's how you should submit it. And all documents must be uploaded as Microsoft Word files or PDF files. I actually would recommend that you submit them in PDF file format, because Microsoft Word or formats usually after it's been sent, they scatter, they don't stay arranged, unlike when you submit your documents in PDF format. So let's go to page 2 and see what's required as well. Let's continue with reading with the requirements. Applications received after midnight British time on Sunday 7th April will not be considered. The goal of the IBA office will be to communicate the scholarship committee decisions to applicants by the end of June. So by the end of June 2024, you would get notified if you've been awarded the scholarship or if you did not qualify for the scholarship. The decision of the scholarship committee is final and no correspondence will be entered into. The decision will be published on the IBA website. The successful applicant will be contacted at the email address given on the online application. So that the IBA, the scholarship committee, and the organizers of the scholarship are responsible for your cost in preparing an application, not for its loss, damage, or non-arrival. Those students receiving a scholarship will be required to acknowledge the IBA/serial in all study results published as a result of the scholarship, such as papers or articles. So during your master's program or your PhD program, if you publish an article or you publish a paper, you have to acknowledge the IBA. The AAG may ask the holder of the scholarship to participate in selected conferences. Now, I highly recommend that you participate in various conferences you're recommended to, because these give you opportunities for jobs. Students receiving a scholarship will be expected to submit progress reports at quarterly intervals to the IBA. At the discretion of the scholarship committee, a scholarship may be awarded on an installment basis, and installments beyond the first may be conditional upon the receipt of satisfactory progress report. So what this means is that they could decide to give you your scholarship funds at the start of every semester. That's what it means installmentally. So you might not get the full scholarship funds when you begin the program, but rather it will be given to you installmentally, meaning it might be given to you per semester. Now, if you're giving your scholarship funds installmentally, this will be dependent solely on your performance. If you don't perform well, if your grades are not up to the requirements, your scholarship may be withdrawn. All applicants will be deemed to have read and accepted all the above rules. So if you've read all of this and you're okay with it, and I don't see any reason why I should not be okay with all of this, because for me it's pretty straightforward and easy, you can go ahead and apply. Now, to apply, you have to click on next. The link to this form is going to be added in the description of this video. When you've read this important information, by applying, you agree to share the below information with the judging panel. Your name, your address, date of birth, contact details. You have to click next and continue with your application. So this application is pretty straightforward. You just need to fill up the form with the right details. Again, like I always recommend, ensure that you have all the required documents ready, from your recommendation letter to your CV to your transcript, which is the number one thing on the list. That's a document detailing the results of your previously completed examinations, which is your transcript. So make sure you have these 3 things ready and then proceed to fill in your form. We always update scholarship opportunities and financial opportunities on this channel. So go ahead and like and hit the follow button to stay updated. We are doing this particular video on law because we also had a request for law scholarships. So if you have any particular program or course that you'd like to see scholarships for, please let us know in the comments, and our next video might just be your request. I wish you good luck in your applications.